What's going on, everybody? It's your man Jay, back with video number 5. That's how I feel. Today we're going to jump into relationships, just a tad bit. Romantic relationships, intimate relationships, man or woman, or whatever you prefer. Um, Basically, there's a couple of things that you need to keep in mind when you're out there looking for somebody. Somebody that you're planning on spending a significant amount of time with. Um, for one, you need to realize that if you have if you have had failed relationships, you need to look at why these relationships failed. You need to see what is the cause. Is it you? Is it the type of man or the type of woman you're looking for? Or if you have these standards, are your standards unbelievable or unreachable? I should say. Um, are they too high? Basically. Um, your ideal guy, your ideal woman. I mean, is it just too much? Is it just you can't have something set that people are not going to be able to actually get to. You understand? So, and then if you do run into these people, I mean, are you basically meeting your own standards? You understand? Can you handle that? Yes, I guess I should say. So you don't want to be sitting up here talking about, well, I want this, I want that, and I want that, but yet you can't even live up to that. You understand? So that's something that you need to look into. Um, if you're used to a certain type of person, say good girls love them thugs, you know what I'm saying, and say so, that might not be what you need. A thug may not be exactly what you need. You understand? Especially like I said, when you look into somebody that's that you can live a long life with, a long, prosperous, healthy life, then maybe a thug isn't it. Maybe you should switch what you're into. And same thing with dudes. I mean, if you're looking for that model type, Miss Flashy, that might not be what you need. For one, that's going to be expensive because she's going to expect you to continue her lifestyle, whatever she is used to. You got to provide that. Them pockets ain't deep. Whew, you ain't getting no sleep. So basically, you better keep that in mind. Now when you dating, now my personal opinion, I feel like you can date several people at the same time, 2 or 3 people at the same time. When you're dating, you're looking for that it person. So there's a process of elimination. You can't have a process of elimination if there's only one. So you need more than one. You understand? Um, Now, understand that while you're dating, sex does not need to be involved. You need to make sure that these are your type. These people are your type. It's funny when women be like, "Oh, he's not my type." You do need to know what your type is. You need to know what you like in a person, not what they're bringing so much, but in that person first. After you get that portion settled, then you worried about what they're bringing to the table. It's only natural to want someone to meet you halfway at the table. You understand? Um, I would say find somebody who could basically take the whole table, but can meet at half because you never know what can happen. You never know what things are out there. A person gets hurt, gets sick, gets laid off for some reason. Anything can happen. You understand? You need to be able to still be able to handle business. You understand? And then ladies, fellas too, you don't look for somebody who can support you. You know what I'm saying? You need to support yourself. Fully capable of supporting yourself. Now, once you meet somebody and you get into that relationship and they're helping out, then that's plus. You understand? But you don't look for somebody who can support you, who can just take over everything so you can just sit down and just be pampered. I mean, seems a lot of women always, oh, I want to be spoiled, I want to be pampered, I want to be showered with this and showered with that. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but you know, we need to be realistic. You understand? We're living in a world where things, the economy is rough. You understand? Just senselessly just showering with gifts and all this other stuff may not be the smart thing to do. You understand? Because that adds up fast. You understand? It's still a little bit tax season, so you know how people got their little tax money and they just balling, but you burning through that money. That money's gonna be gone before you know it if you're not smart. So just look for somebody, like I said, who can meet you at least halfway. You know what I'm saying, at the table, and you guys can work out everything else because you want somebody that you can build with anyway. That's how you build a stronger relationship. You build with that person. You know what I'm saying? You build within that person, and vice versa. So like I said, the dating, it starts there. Sex is not involved. Once you meet that person and you've been seeing that person for some time and you guys have been getting along and everything is lovely and you want to introduce sex, then you need to know, okay, this is the thing. I'm going to select this person. We're going to get, take it to that next level. The other people that you're seeing, you need to kind of let them know, hey, you know, this is the portion where we're going to become more friends than anything else, or we're going to remain friends, more than anything else. We're not going to go any farther right now. I need some time to just kind of get, think things out and make sure I know what I want. So, you ain't got to let them know that you about to have sex with somebody else. You ain't got to let them know. That's not their business. But being honest is good if you feel that person can handle it. But you don't want to let them go because you might choose to have sex with this person and it's lousy, horrible. And you like, I can't deal with this. So yeah, you don't want to just be like, hey, get out of here, and then boom, and then you be like, oh, hey, come back. You don't want to do that. So, and then if first time is not good, don't necessarily give up on the first time. Give it a couple more times. Could have been nervous and caught off guard. Anything could be happening. Anything could have happened. So just give that a chance. If a couple times gone by and it's just not getting any better, hey, by all means move on because you need that. That's very important. You need to be satisfied. You understand? Because that can't last too long if it's not, if it's not up to those standards. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you pick that person and now you're going to move forward. Things are going to get more serious. You understand? You may be thinking about giving that person a key, or that person may have given you a key. I understand there's responsibilities. Just like anything else, there's always responsibilities. So make sure you're responsible enough to handle that. You understand? Um, you guys have to understand compatibility. You guys need to make sure that you're compatible. You need to work together, smoothly. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is going to be, nothing is just going to be a smooth payment and there are not going to be any speed bumps. You're going to have speed bumps, you know what I'm saying? But you need to be able to handle those speed bumps. You need to see how you work when things aren't hunky dory. You understand? So that's important. Compatibility. Make sure you guys work together. Now, you're not always going to be on the same page. Know that. Understand that. You're not always going to be on the same page, and that's fine. But you need to agree more than you disagree, because all you're going to do is argue if that's the case. Arguing is not pretty. Arguing is unproductive. It doesn't benefit neither one of you. How are you supposed to move forward when you're just steadily arguing about the dumbest stuff? You understand? Ladies, understand that if you are arguing with your man, your husband, or whatever, he wants to walk away, let him walk away. It's because he's trying to prevent something. He's either pissed, he doesn't want to say the wrong thing to you, doesn't want to do the wrong thing. Just let him walk away. Find another time to talk. And the same thing, you might be just way too, what I'm saying, up in the air about things. You may be way too heated to think clearly. So give yourself some time. Let me calm down. Come back down to earth. Now let's talk. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with talking the next day about something that happened the day before. You understand? You need to be able to speak clearly, understand each other's thoughts. Now, understand, that's a heavy word, because as men and women, we're not going to understand each other. No disrespect, but some women are almost impossible to understand. You know what I'm saying? We could go our whole lives trying to understand. I talked to a guy, he was about 75 years old. He said, I still understand my wife. We've been married for however many years. That's just one of those things you're just going to have to kind of go with. But try your best to understand. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we talked about compatibility. We talked about understanding. Now, understand. Well, still not understanding. Understand that you guys are not, like I said, you guys are not going to think the same way. He may think left, you may think right, and that's not necessarily bad. You understand? You guys can't always agree on every single thing. You understand? You can't. You might feel that he should do this. He might be like, well, this isn't me. I'm not going to do this. You understand? Now, just because, you want him to change doesn't mean he needs to change. It may not be a problem. You understand? It may just be something you're just going to have to get used to, and work with it. Vice versa. Maybe something he's just going to have to get used to and work with it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You understand? So, yeah, ladies, sometimes y'all get these expectations in your head, and then sometimes they're unvoiced. So you're like, okay, you get into the situation for the first time, and it's like, well, you didn't do what I wanted you to do, or what I was thinking you should have done. And it's like, what you mean by that? Well, you should have did this. I expected this. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I told you. No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? It might have been up here in your head, but you didn't voice anything to me. You just thought I'm supposed to know. And then you may feel like that expectation is realistic, and sometimes it's not. It's like, no, that is no, we're not doing that. You see what I'm saying? Now, a woman doesn't want to be changed, a man doesn't want to be changed. Now, if there are negative traits about you that is actually causing a major issue within your relationship and it needs to be changed, then yeah, by all means. But some things are just personality traits. And it's not going to change. It's a part of that person. It's who that person is. But there are also things that you can work on. You understand? It may not take, overnight, but it's probably going to take some time. It's time you're going to have to devote to yourself and understand, okay, is this person worth it or not? So, a lot of things to think about. Trust. Trust is an issue. Trust your person. Unless they just flat out show you that I'm untrustworthy, then that means you don't even need to be with them. Don't try to continue a relationship if you fully just don't trust that person. But all the going behind your back, trying to look at your phone and read messages and try to get on your Facebook, and you in here trying to play like you some FBI agent trying to tap into somebody's email, forget all that, man. All that is just BS. Everybody's entitled to a bit of privacy. You understand? Married or not, y'all are entitled to a bit of privacy, and that's how I feel about it. You understand? Not saying that secrets are allowed. Not saying that secrets are allowed, because that's definitely an issue. You should not keep secrets. And when you lie, sometimes it's hard to keep up on that lie. You forget what you said. They bring that same question back to you. 30 years from now, it's like boom, boom, boom. And they remember exactly what you said, and you like, and they like, mm-hmm. Sometimes it don't even go out to 30 years. It might be 30 days, 30 minutes. You understand? So just if you don't trust, don't even waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Try to, I understand people deserve second chances. Some people have to learn and then move on. And it's not true that once a cheat, always a cheat. People can change. So, but like I said, don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the signs. I think that was my Facebook post one day. Don't ignore the signs. They are there. They are telling you what you need to know. Do what you got to do. Okay? Don't be blinded. You understand? Don't let anything blind you. Because if it's right in front of your face and you just choosing to ignore it or whatever, then you asking for whatever you get. You understand? So, a relationship involves two people. Keep it to two people. Don't let a third wheel or even a fourth wheel get involved in your relationship with your significant other. It's between you and that person. It's okay to get advice from outside, as long as it's good advice. Good advice, not biased advice. Not, oh, I don't like that mother effer no way. So none of that. Good advice. You understand? So just understand that you need to deal with your person, even if you get outside advice and you talk to other people just to vent, get stuff off your chest. That's fine, but you need to come back to that person and work out whatever it is, and you need to talk to that person and not at. You understand? There's a big difference. Don't talk at a person, you talk to them. Do not make that person feel little or anything like that. Don't insult them. Don't, even if you feel like you're just the head of the household because you're paying all the bills, don't talk down to that person. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the man or the female. Men, we have egos. You know what I'm saying? We have that pride. Even if we're not working, we don't have no source of income, we're not contributing to the household. If you allow us to be there, then you allow us to be there. You need to accept that. But at the same time, and I know I'm kind of getting on something else here, but at the same time, fellas, if you're not contributing, you got to find other ways to contribute. If you can't contribute financially, you need to contribute in other ways. Find something to do. You understand? Because that person is working hard and they're paying all the bills, putting all the food in the house, doing everything. Y'all taking trips, they pay for that. You want, anything, any little thing that you have to spend money on, it all adds up. So you need to appreciate that. You need to understand that. And then you need to do whatever you can to still make that person feel special. Make that person not think about, every payday or when they're writing this check or swiping that card. You need to make them be like, well, yeah, I'm doing this, but my baby did this and my baby does that, and boom. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If the woman's not working and the man's handling business, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for that person. You know what I'm saying? Have the food cooked, have the house clean. Try to keep yourself up. You know what I'm saying? When he walks in that door, you smelling good, looking good. And you like, baby, after dinner, got some dessert for you in the bedroom. You understand? So that brother can't wait to eat. He probably skipped dinner. You know what I'm saying? So, but dudes can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When your lady come in the house, it's been a long day. Even if you can't cook, you threw something in the microwave. The kids is done, clean, the house is straight, and she walk in. You got the wife beater on with the muscles glistening, got a little baby all on you, and you like, hey baby, you come on back to the room. Boom. Hey. You sometimes you might just be able, you might be able to, if you can afford a pack of cigarettes, you can go ahead and get a flower, a little rose or two, bring to your lady and be like, here you go, I was thinking about you. You understand? And don't try not to get so angry about certain things. We get so angry about littlest stuff. Somebody say something and they're expressing how they feel, and boom, we get angry. But at the same time, there's a way to talk. There's a way to tell somebody something. There's a way to do things. You don't lash out at them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, like I said, as men we have pride. Women, y'all have pride too. Y'all do have pride too. We both have pride, but us men, we hope we handle things a little bit different. We don't want to be talked down to. We don't want you talking to us like we little kids, even if we're not handling business. Saying you still got to give us that little bit of, hey, this is a man. This still is a man that I'm talking to. So, both of you guys just got to be, considerate, respectful to each other. You understand? Like I said, it's hard to handle things when you're handling by yourself. It's hard when you're by yourself. But when you're not by yourself and you're still handling things by yourself, it's like, damn, well, you're here, so why can't you contribute somehow? You understand? And then want to do it. That's the thing. Want to do it. Don't give off that thing, that impression that, man, I'm doing this shit. No, want to do it. This is my baby. She out here working hard. I'm handling my business, for her. So do what you got to do. But then, ladies, when they are doing something, no matter how big or small it is, you need to accept that. You need to be like, okay, he's trying, he's doing something. Don't sit up here and be like, oh, that little thing that you just did, you think you're a big man because you just did that? You should be doing something around here. Don't do all that crap. Please don't do all that, man. Understand that you're still a man that you're talking to. Whatever he's doing, as long as he's trying, boom. That's all you can say. If you can sit back and say, is he trying? And if that answer pops in your head, yeah, boom. Now I'm gonna tell you, just like anybody else has told you, if you really find yourself in a bad situation, you write down that list. Goods on one side, bad's on the other side. If the bad outweighs the good, time to go. If the good outweighs the bad, hang in there, make things work. Support each other. You understand? Support that man support that woman. You guys keep all that, man. Keep that respect level high. Keep that communication open, because communication is a big thing too. And I don't think I covered that, but communication is huge. Talk to each other. Don't miscommunicate. You understand? That everybody needs to know what's going on. You understand me? Communication is so huge. Like I said, I couldn't even get into it with all if I wanted to. But you keep these little things in mind, man. I think you guys will. For these young heads out there, man, don't rush into this thing called love. It's a lot to understand. Did you know that you can love somebody without being in love with them? And just because you love somebody doesn't mean you belong together. See what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into the artist portion of my show. We're gonna get into R&B instead of hip hop this time. So my man Trey Songz, I've been rocking with him since Gotta Make It. This is new joint Fumble. If you guys want to hear me talk about a topic, man, just let me know. We'll get at it. Peace.